Welcome, acolytes. Today I am reacting to Dragon Age Copyright Strike's negative reviews. They're scared of the truth from the man, the legend, Dr. Disaster himself. You know the shebang. Subscribe, like, and let's just start. And by the way, if you hear some munching noise in between, then I am sorry, but right now I am starving and I need some souls to eat, so that's that. What the F? Wait, give me a second. I actually never looked at this stuff. Oh my, okay, this looks phallic. This looks like a bone. Nice, okay. Good, let's start.
What's up, space pirates? This is your captain, the certifiably suave Dr. Disaster. And BioWare is at it again, this time going out of their way to silence critics who have anything negative to say about Dragon Age the Veilguard.
Of course. Because why not? Of course they would silence instead of actually doing a freaking good game. Yeah. But in the end, it's what expected. And yes, I am loading my character right in. As I said, I have no effing time today. Like zilch, zero, nothing. Why is the character? Oh wait, is this? Oh, good. Okay, sorry about that. Well, I'm not really sorry, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
The thing is, these people realize that if they allow critics to tell the truth about their game before it releases, it will scare off a good chunk of people who have pre-ordered the game. If they aren't careful, if they don't curate a list of trusted reviewers who can be relied upon.
And by the way, that's always the case. If you bring out a very, very shitty product, and people can actually fairly criticize you, well, then it is what it is, by the way, so, yeah. Because you can see it in... sorry about that, again, but either I'm doing the video or I'm eating. There's no time for more. In the end of the day, you can see if something's good, it's good. Point. That's all. That's all there's to say about it. It's simple as F. You see it, for the most part, in indie games. If those are some good indie games, stuff just sticks. Because they don't have enough of power to actually silence you, or even interest in that. So, most of them. There are some outliers, but they get just ripped apart.
To speak about the game in positive tones ahead of time, they will lose a shitload of sales because telling the truth will clearly result in people having the following reaction to this game.
Oh, hell no, I'm out of here.
The embargo on reviews for Dragon Age the Veilguard is being lifted today, and naturally, the reviewers are very careful to make sure that they don't say anything to hurt BioWare's little fee-fees, because otherwise they will lose their early access moving forward.
Be very, very careful who you talk to about that.
You can see why these reviewers are so careful about their words, because not only has BioWare gone out of their way to make sure that anyone even kinda sorta negative about the game loses early access, like they did with Wolfheart the other day, but they put out a copyright strike on this account here because she got a code for simply claiming she was non-binary, and then she absolutely left a scathing review of this game. Afterward, they copyright struck her account because they have to do everything in their power to contain the narrative. But it won't work. Their secret is getting out whether they like it or not.
You can't stop me no matter who you are.
And by the way, a lot of gamers like to see themselves as rebels, but it's not true. The gaming industry, as it is right now, it's partially the fault of gamers. It's fully the fault of gamers, like not fully. There's a 50-50 fault. Because people just buy shit. I'm not excluded from that. I bought my fair share of things that didn't work out at the end, but I learned from it and I stopped. Well, I love this. I just like Dr. Disaster.
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and also, don't forget to follow me over on Twitter or X, or whatever you want to refer to it as these days. I keep a list on there of games lousy with wokeness pinned to the account at all times for your reference.
Damn, and I forgot again to actually freaking follow him on Twitter. It's insane how stupid I can get. Okay, let's just do this, Dr. Disaster, STRGC, let's just do it like that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, bitty, boom. Okay, nice looking. Bloop, Dr. Disaster, there he is. Let's follow the few topics, blah, 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 bloop. Perfect. Per freaking fact. Now I won't forget it.
My handle over there is Dr. Disaster 1. But let's talk about this Dragon Age and BioWare bullshit that we've got going on here. These people are disgusting as hell with how they pick and choose the people who can and cannot talk about their game ahead of time. It's almost comical just how fearful they are of people.
They will lose sales because of it. Because if you actually give it to a human being who's a bit critical of it, people will trust that human beings. Now you have a lot of shills that will talk positive about this bullshit, will lose credibility to a certain degree, and just sink the potential of selling it. It's normal, but I bet you my freaking left Backe, meine linke Backe, that no, they will still make money on it. Probably. I hope not. Except it's a good game, then I don't give a fuck.
People who don't agree with their worldview having access to and talking about their game. And you gotta think, if they have nothing to hide, then why would they be so concerned about this? Well, the obvious answer is they have plenty to hide. So the big story...
By the way, the obvious answer is Sweet Baby Inc. going under like it's freaking... like they would have gotten a gold medal. Because everything that is somehow like interconnected with that, even if it's just the same word using, it's going under, and that's good.
Story here is that this person, who goes by Natalia on Twitter, this person got a review code from BioWare just for saying she was non-binary. The Google translation from Spanish of her tweet here says, "Guess who got a review code from Dragon Age the Veilguard? BioWare just sold their souls to the devil, just had to say I was a non-binary woman and they gave it to me. Get ready for the mega review soon or tomorrow." A little while
Smart. Bravo. Love that girl already. Nice.
later, this is what she posted on Twitter.
So, terrible graphics, boring and monotonous combat. They won't copy Go, but a bad way. The game does not run at a constant 30 FPS. Many of the dialogues are noticeably made with AI, very linear. The creative character focuses trends and LGBT community. Inclusive language in Spanish subtitle. The characters move very robotic. The script doesn't make sense. Too much focus on homosexuality. Lesbian. Recent swap everywhere. Race swap everywhere. Good. You know. How was this woman called? Natalia. Thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Translated by Google, it says, after playing for 3.5 hours, Dragon Age the Veilguard has terrible graphics, boring and monotonous combat. They want to copy God of War, but in a bad way. And this isn't the first time we've heard that. The other day, Neon Knight said that about this game, and then the game does not run at a constant 30 frames per second. It drops and the screen freezes when there are many NPCs. Many of the dialogues are noticeably made with AI. The game is very linear, the options lead nowhere, false free will. The creator of characters focused on the trans and LGBT community, which we could all see from a mile away, but it's nice to hear confirmation of this. The game used inclusive language in Spanish subtitles. The characters move very robotically, they lack animations. The script doesn't make sense, neither do the quests, going from one place to another killing bugs. Too much focus on homosexuality, lesbians, and drags. Race swaps are everywhere. She writes then that the game is an effing piece of garbage as an RPG. Stay away.
And this is the thing. If I hear woke, I expect garbage. They get garbage most of the time. Acolytes, if we all buy this shit, we get garbage.
From this game, don't even buy it on sale. It's a pile of putrefaction created by people who have no effing idea about video games. Uninstalled already, and then here is her tweet saying that her Twitter account was locked because she got a copyright strike. The translation says, those from BioWare want to silence the truth. I got a strike for uploading that I had the code for Dragon Age the Veilguard. And then, down below her tweet, she posted a screenshot of this, which is her notification that the account is locked because X received a Digital Millennium Copyright Act notice, and here's the deal. If this person was lying, if she didn't actually get the code for claiming she was non-binary, and if BioWare wasn't worried that their game was absolute trash, then they wouldn't have bothered attacking her account like this.
That's
People
true.
who are self-assured about what they have created would not behave this way. They would have left her alone, and that would have been it. But
No, and by the way, there is a very extremely small chance that she lied. But I doubt it.
clearly, they can't stand the fact that someone is pointing out the ridiculous pandering they are doing and how poorly put together things are in this game. They can't stand it, so they decided to lash out in the most petty way possible.
And by the way, I am hearing what he says, and in the background, this looks so. This looks like a indie game or indie developer with maybe 3 people that actually gave their best, not a AAA studio. Look at this fucking trailer in the background.
They did something similar the other day to this guy here, Wolfheart FPS. He wrote in a tweet, which I covered the other day, 3 creators, myself included, were a bit more critical than others with our hands-on time with Dragon Age the Veilguard. Not a single one of us will be getting a review code with time to actually give opinions before release. Just thought I would throw that out there. So, BioWare is actively attempting to curate a very specific subset of people who are allowed to play their game early. In other words, they only want the people who are gonna kiss BioWare's ass and tell everybody that this game is stunning and brave and it's the most fun thing ever, but the truth is still going to get out there. They cannot contain negative reviews of this game. They cannot contain the truth, which is why the game still hasn't cracked the top 10 on Steam at the time of this recording, despite the fact that it is using a very popular IP as a skin.
This is something he says very correctly. Because not being in the top 10 of sales isn't that bad if you're number 13. That's still a lot of copies sold. But it's fucking Dragon Age. Dragon Age should have been shoot up there, like number 1 for a while. It shouldn't be number 13. For Dragon Age, this is very bad.
And despite the fact that it's coming from a major AAA studio, with all the money that they're spending on marketing and whatnot, this game should absolutely be crushing it, but it isn't happening. But I'm going to leave it there. Drop some mockery of Dragon Age and BioWare into the comment section below, because these jackasses would absolutely hate it, but they deserve it. Drop that mockery and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already...
I love this guy. Dr. Disaster. He's all the time like straight, and then there is the end where he's like a goofball. It's cheesy, but I love it. And as it is, Acolytes, good night.